Ever think about sending flowers and you're like, okay, just a quick order, no big deal, right?
Yeah, you just click, click, done.
Exactly. But get ready, because today we're diving into a world you might not expect.
It's going to be good. What are we uncovering?
Flower delivery.
Okay, flower delivery. Sounds simple enough.
Yeah, you'd think so, but trust me, it gets interesting. And not just anywhere. We're talking Hong Kong.
Hong Kong. Okay, and I'm really intrigued. This is a place where, you think cutting edge tech, skyscrapers, the works. So how does flower delivery fit in?
That's the thing. We went deep into flower delivery, Hong Kong, their website, and let me tell you, it's a whole other side of the city.
All right, I'm hooked. What'd you find?
First thing that grabbed me, their tagline. It's not just about the flowers themselves. It's, get this, we deliver love and happiness.
Whoa, okay, that's a pretty bold statement.
Right. So I'm thinking, how does that even work in a place like Hong Kong?
Well, think about it. Hong Kong is this global city, right? People from all over, super busy lives, always on the go. Sending flowers, it becomes more than just a gift in that environment.
It's like a gesture, a real way of showing you care, even when you're miles apart.
Exactly. It's about bridging that gap, that distance, especially with so many expats, people who might not be able to be there in person.
So true. But I've got to admit, ordering flowers online always makes me a little nervous.
Oh, yeah, I get it. Will it actually look like the picture? Are those roses going to be fresh?
Right. It's a gamble. But this company, they're doing something really smart. They address those fears head on.
How so?
They're all about transparency. They talk about ethical sourcing. And here's the big one. They don't subcontract.
Oh, that's huge.
It is. They're basically saying, look, we know you're worried about quality, so we handle everything ourselves.
Smart move. It builds trust.
Exactly. And speaking of trust, their website, super user-friendly.
Yeah, a website can make or break you these days. What'd they do right?
It's clean, easy to navigate. Like if you need something delivered that same day, bam, right there.
Gotta love that same-day delivery option, especially in a fast-paced city like Hong Kong.
And don't even get me started on special offers section. They know how to grab your attention.
They're playing the game, and playing it well, it sounds like. But it's not all about flash, right? They've got to back it up with substance.
Exactly. And they're strategic about it, like free delivery. They're not just giving that away for every order.
Right. You got to read the fine print. Where do they draw the line?
Things like remote areas, makes sense. Oh, and get this. Disneyland.
Disneyland. That's interesting. Guess even magical kingdoms have their limits.
Right. Gotta love their sense of humor. But here's another thing that surprised me. They talk about being a small, family-run business.
Really? You'd think at a place like Hong Kong with all the big players, they'd be all about, corporate vibes.
Exactly. But no, they're emphasizing that personal touch. It's a good look.
Especially in this kind of business, right? Flowers, it's emotional. You want to feel like there's a real person, a real connection behind it.
So true. It's like they're saying, we get it. These aren't just flowers, they're feelings.
Totally. Okay, I'm curious now, what about the flowers themselves? What are people in Hong Kong sending?
Well, they've got it all, from classic roses to, like, those really cool orchids that look like something out of a sci-fi movie.
They must have a pretty diverse customer base. Hong Kong is like a crossroads, right? So many different cultures and backgrounds.
Absolutely. And the website, they've got it in English and Chinese.
Smart move. Shows they're really paying attention to the local market, making everyone feel welcome.
Exactly. It's like saying, no matter where you're from, we can help you say it with flowers.
Yeah.
But hey, words only go so far, right?
Especially online. People need proof.
Right. That's where those customer reviews come in. They're all over the website.
Social proof. It's gold. You see those glowing reviews, you're more likely to trust them.
Makes you wonder, what are some of those rave-worthy arrangements? Do they mention specifics?
Okay, so I dug a little deeper. They don't go into detail about specific bouquets, but there is one thing that caught my eye. They've got a whole section dedicated to 99 roses.
99 roses. Whoa, that's serious.
Right. Talk about a statement.
That's not just saying, I like you. That's like, you're the one.
But you wonder who's sending all those roses and what the stories are behind them.
Right. I know.
Yeah.
Like, what prompted that? That's a whole other deep dive waiting to happen.
Totally. Okay, but remember how we were talking about those unique floral choices, like what's popular in Hong Kong?
Yeah.
The website doesn't really get into specifics about that, but it did get me thinking. You've got this blend of Eastern and Western influences in Hong Kong, right?
For sure, yeah.
So I wonder how that plays out in the flowers they choose. Like, are there certain flowers that are particularly meaningful in Chinese culture? Or maybe they've got, like, fusion arrangements that blend those different aesthetics.
Ooh, Now that's an interesting thought. See, this is what I love about these deep dives. We start with something seemingly straightforward, like flower delivery, and suddenly we're down this rabbit hole of cultural significance.
Totally. Okay, but getting back to flower delivery Hong Kong, it's not all about romance and grand gestures.
Oh, right, right. They have a whole section for corporate gifting, too.
Exactly. So, whether you're trying to impress a new client or say happy anniversary to a business partner, they've got you covered. They're not just about personal connections. They understand the importance of relationships in the business world, too.
And they seem to be killing it on that front. Remember how they talked about constantly tweaking their website based on customer feedback?
Yeah, that really stood out to me. It's like they're not afraid to adapt and evolve, which, let's be honest, is crucial in the online world where things change so quickly.
Totally. It shows a real commitment to customer satisfaction, which I think is super important.
Absolutely. It's like they're saying, we're not just here to sell you flowers, we're here to provide an experience, and we want that experience to be top-notch.
Well said. So the next time you see a beautiful bouquet, don't just think about the flowers themselves. Remember this deep dive. Think about the business savvy, the cultural influences, and the genuine desire to connect with people that goes into every arrangement.
Perfectly put. Sometimes the most unexpected places hold the most fascinating stories.
Absolutely. Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and we'll catch you on our next deep dive.